Hey there, friends. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Shalita here. You guys, it is the end of March. It's the end of the month. And I've just been in such a funk lately. My March reading, I'd say it even goes back to February. I just really haven't, I don't know if I would necessarily say I haven't had the zest or the passion for it, or maybe I just haven't been having the best time. But don't get me wrong, I read some good things, but I've been doing a lot of rereading, and I think that it's making me feel some kind of way about reading. Wow, I'm so busy looking backwards and doing these rereads, which are books that I love, but it's keeping me, or it's preventing me from reading new stories. Or maybe it's that I want to read these so bad that it's making me turn a blind eye to new things. I don't know. I don't know. I've just been in kind of a funk. I started a new job about 3 weeks ago. So my first 2 weeks were doing like online training, and then this week was my first week, on site on the job, doing on site on the job training. And your girl felt like, hey, I've been adulting. I survived. I didn't run screaming from the hills. I didn't get overwhelmed learning something new, something scary. So I felt like your girl needed a reward. And also, it's spring break week for my kids. So my daughter is away for the weekend in South Carolina. Now, this is her first time away from home, as far as out of the state. She went to sleepaway camp, an hour away, but still 45 minutes to an hour away in our state, a few years back. But this is her first big trip out of the state. So I'm happy. I'm proud of my girl. This was big for her. But my son is here for spring break, so I was like, well, let me get, let's have a little day, me and my son. I know he didn't feel left out of the trip to South Carolina because it was for a baby shower, and he'd much rather, he's a teen, he'd much rather just be here at home. I figured 2 birds with 1 stone, entice him to go book shopping, and then I get books out of it too. So, I asked him, I was like, hey, you wanna go, do you wanna go, book shopping? And he was like, yeah. Y'all, why he tried to hit me with, so what's my limit? Sir, how about you just pick the books out and let's see where let's go from there. Not Mr. Big Spender who ain't got no job talking about what's my limit. Your limit is whatever your job pays for. Oh wait, you don't have one. So anyway, so that is the plan for this video. We are gonna go do some book shopping. Me and the kid. You probably will not see him on camera because he's not big on it, so. But yeah, that's the plan for this video. We're gonna go do a little book shopping. I hope it's not too busy or too crowded, so I can, get some good content for you all. We're gonna go to Barnes. We're going to Barnes, and 9 times out of 10, I won't be able to film sound. They tend to have music playing at Barnes a lot of times, and first of all, I feel like they bring haters. I feel like they, I feel like they know we're coming through. Those booktubers, those book creators. I feel like they know, and I feel like they play the music on purpose. I'm sorry. That's just the conspiracy theorist in me. There is another location in my city, a little further out, but one day I'm gonna switch it up and go to that one and see what the vibe is like there. Plan for this video is we're going book shopping at Barnes, and then we will come back here and see what we got. All right, guys. Oh, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And without further ado, guys, let's jump into it. And we're back. Well, let's see what we picked up at Barnes. So, you guys, the itch didn't really get scratched as much as I would have liked. Okay, this is a very tiny haul. This is a very lackluster haul. I just couldn't find anything. Okay, like nothing was jumping out to me, and I think some of it could have been because I was hot and then I was with my son, so I felt like this twofold pressure. I felt this pressure because I know that, you know, he's not big on crowds. I mean, he wasn't grumpy the whole time or anything like that, but I felt like this pressure, like I had to like really get him into this, which kind of like just, you know, distracted from me looking for myself, because I know, I'm like, you know, I could spend a couple hours in here, but I know that's not his bag. Just wasn't scratching the itch. And I wanted to go in there without a full game plan. You know, I wanted to just kind of let the books guide me, let them call to me. But yeah, I was looking around and I was like, okay, well, I was here a few months ago and a lot of this stuff kind of still looks the same. Like nothing was popping out at me. But I did pick up some things. There were a couple books that I really wanted. There's this book that Joyce Wesley was reading in a vlog about a week ago. And what was it called? I think it was called In My Mother's Arms. Or what was it called? They didn't have it, which I was like, I said, y'all, I'm over here acting like an old black granny. I'm just completely renaming this. The book is called Hold My Girl by Charlene Carr. I was looking for that and it wasn't there. They didn't have it. It's a really like emotional fiction. I was looking for that. They didn't have it. So that, you know, kind of, you know, made me feel like, oh. And then I guess they are like moving things around in there, but the black section, the black author section, like normally it's like one of those like two sections. I don't know if you've been in Barnes, but you know, if you see like their bookshelves, it's like it's, you know, like two bookshelves, you know, and it doesn't. Not to say that, you know, books by black authors aren't like, you know, mixed in, you know, throughout the other books, but those are, you know, where spotlights on us, you know. But anyway, so I think I guess they're kind of like moving things around. When I looked over there, there was only the one bookshelf, you know, bookcase. So I was like, where the rest of them go? What y'all doing? Where are my people's books? Stop playing with me. Yeah, okay, so let's go with, this one's got a little tear on it, y'all. I didn't even notice this little tear. I don't know, it probably, you know what, honestly, it's probably my son's doing. We'll blame it on him. It's probably his doing when he was getting his books out. I wanted to show what he got too, because I only bought 3 books. Like I said, I just couldn't find anything that I wanted. I picked up Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. Keep hearing so much about, you know, Brandon Sanderson and his writing. This is this series a young adult fantasy? I don't know if it's young adult fantasy or adult fantasy, but this is a part of a fantasy series, the Mistborn trilogy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a whole lot about the I don't know what the book's actually about. I just know that people rave about it and how much this is, you know, first of all, they rave about all his series, but they really rave about this one. And there was a creator, I was like, hey, you know, I kind of want to get into this. And he was like, start here, you know. So let's see, let's read the synopsis on the back. It says, once a hero arose to save the world, he failed. Well, damn. Ever since, the world has been a wasteland of ash and mist controlled by the immortal emperor known as the Lord Ruler. But hope survives. A new uprising is forming, one built around the ultimate caper, the cunning of a brilliant criminal mastermind, and the determination of an unlikely heroine, a street urchin who must learn to master the power of a Mistborn. What's a Mistborn? I guess we're gonna find out. I have seen like some of his books and other people's videos, and they are some thick babies. This one, I was gonna say, oh, this one isn't too bad. But you know what? It's because it's so super floppy. This is over 500 pages. But see, I can accept that in a fantasy. It's hard to accept those 500, 600 page counts in like romance. I mean, there's not that much love in the world for 600 pages. I mean, y'all falling in love, y'all having sex, y'all falling out of love. I mean, y'all can do that in 300 pages, just saying. Except for Kennedy Ryan. Kennedy, girl, if you want to write you a 600 page romance, I'm gonna read it because I know what I'm getting with you. I know what I'm getting in that case, you know. I know it ain't straight sex. I know these people got things going on. We're going through their lives with them. But anyway, we're talking about this book. Right, sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. I am excited for this. I'm excited to get into this, Brandon Sanderson's catalog. I'm ready to be a part of this, you know, this world in this series. I'm excited for that one. What else did I get? Okay, so I picked up You Are Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kaylin Byron. And this one was actually, I think Satisfiction did a special edition of this. And man, I really wish I had money at the time when it was on sale or whatever. I don't know if it was overstock. I think it might have been like overstock or something. I wish I had picked it up from them, but that's neither here nor there. She writes young adult, I think she does like young adult fantasies / young adult thrillers. And I have not read any of her catalog. So I really want to get into her catalog. I love young adult fantasy. I don't know if I've read any young adult thrillers. I definitely need to get into that. I know I have several on my shelf that I need to read. I follow her on Instagram and Threads, and I've just seen a lot of, you know, posts from her, and I love how much she advocates for Black authors, Black indie authors especially, and you know, Sis is just trying to get her back and protect her work. So, okay, so let's see what this one's about. It says, I'm the final girl, guaranteed to survive the night. Charity has the summer job of her dreams, playing the final girl at Camp Mirror Lake. Guests pay to be scared in this full contact terror game as Charity and her summer crew recreate scenes from a classic slasher film, The Curse of Camp Mirror Lake. The more realistic the fear, the better for business. But on the last weekend of the season, Charity's co-workers begin disappearing. And when one ends up dead, Charity's role as the final girl suddenly becomes all too real. If Charity and her girlfriend Bezzy hope to survive the night, they'll need to figure out what the killer is after. As they unravel the bloody history of the real Mirror Lake, Charity discovers that there may be more to the story than she ever suspected. Ooh. Dun, dun, dun. So I am intrigued. I just love that. I love that art. And I don't own any of her books, but all of her covers are just gorgeous. I don't know who the illustrator is, but they do a fantastic job. And lastly, this is definitely one that I did want. This is one that I had in mind when I went in there. And this is Just Our Luck by Denise Williams. So this, if you've been around for a while, you know that I love Denise Williams' writing. I love her novels. They are these fun and flirty romance novels. I've read almost all of her catalog, I want to say. I think there are still a few out there that I have not read. But I love her books. I love the way that they are fun, flirty, they have fluff, they've got spice, but they also tend to address, like, you know, serious topics, but they do it in a way that doesn't like bog down the story, doesn't weigh you down. All right, so let's run down what this one's about. All right, so it says, Sybil Sweet has always been lucky, but lately she can't catch a break. After years of bouncing from job to job in search of something that feels right and from man to man in search of something special, Sybil is worried that she's the directionless, floundering daughter her family thinks she is. All she really wants now is a little financial stability and carb comfort. Girl, trouble, right? The carb comfort. Lucky for her, she's got just enough in the bank to buy a lottery ticket, and the late night donut store is open. Kieran Anderson put his dreams of becoming a doctor on hold to take over running his family's bakery. And after fighting a losing battle to save the place, he's exhausted, broke, and no closer to getting back to school. But when a whirlwind of a woman sweeps in late one night, flirty energy gives way to more. Until she runs out the next morning, leaving behind her winning lottery ticket. Girl! Sybil! Girl, you done left your winning lottery ticket? Now I want to know how much you won. Because how'd you leave your ticket behind? Lucky for Kieran, his attempt to return the ticket looks like a grand romantic gesture and goes viral, sending sales through the roof. In an effort to keep the store afloat and to convince Sybil's family she can make good relationship choices, they agree to fake a relationship. Ooh, fake dating. They agree to a fake relationship for 3 months. Even after winning hundreds of millions of dollars, finding each other might end up being the sweetest bit of luck for both of them. Oh, this sounds so cute. Ma'am, I mean, clearly the romance is the icing on the cake. Give me that lottery ticket. Like, I need that kind of luck. So this one sounds fun. This one sounds sweet. I love that fake dating is one of my favorite tropes. So I feel like we're in for a good time here. I'm excited for this one. Like I said, I love her novels. And look at that cover. Is that not the kiddos? So I think every one of the books that I've read so far from her are interracial couples. So if that is your thing, you might want to check that out too. Very tiny little haul. Very tiny little haul. I didn't get as many books as, you know, as I probably could have if I didn't take my son with me. But I did get some good ones, you know, so yeah, excited. I got two new to me authors, and you know, you can't go wrong there, opening your eyes and finding new authors to support. So excited about that. All right, guys, well, that is all that I have for you. Have you read it? Well, this one's a brand new release. So have you read any of these books? Let me know down in the comments. Are you a Brandon Sanderson fan? Bless you. Are you a Kaylin Byron fan? Let me know what your favorite book is from her catalog. You know, what do I need to pick up next from her catalog? All right, well, that's it, guys. That's all that I have for you today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more, friends. And until the next one, bye.